Sometimes we have to take risks to do what's right. To make sacrifices. And want nothing in return. And hope others will follow in our footsteps and touch a life. It all starts with you. Be a gift to the world.
Uau!
Eles copiaram, o Rotary fez.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
You do not have to do big things. All the big things are made out of small things. And that's how you become the gift to the world.
Todas as grandes coisas são feitas de pequenas ações, de pequenas coisas, e é assim que nos tornamos um presente para o mundo.
At this moment, I would like to ask everyone to stand up for a moment of silence for District Governor Ruben Tevenor, and then also for all the Rotarians that did not make it to the end of this year, and they're looking down at us from heaven.
Gostaria agora que todos se levantassem para um momento de silêncio em memória a Rubens Tevenor e a todos os companheiros rotarianos que faleceram no último ano.
Please sit down.
Pode se sentar.
Thank you. District Governor Suwili, RI Director, past RI Director, Antiorio, Rotary Coordinator Jose Luis Fonseca, DGE Celso Pereira Martins, and DGN Cristina Nicolai Lopez, Conference Chair Nelson Bulaco, Mayor Guillermo Colomino, and all district governors and all Presidente and fellow Rotarians. Ladies and gentlemen, and our youth, thank you for being here. My wife, Dr. Gracia, and I are humbled and honored to be in your district representing our Rotary International, President Ravi and First Lady Rotary, who will be sharing with you today about the state of Rotary International. I will start my address about the state of the most honorable organization on earth, Rotary International, with the headquarters in Evanston, Illinois, where our district governor, Sueli, and her daughter, Vanessa, joined us last year. My wife and I were honored to be joined by both of them to celebrate a special event in our journey of Rotary service in becoming an Ashcombe society. Now, in addition to our headquarters in Evanston, Rotary has 7 international offices and a service center in Pune, India, all to support your work. Contribution to the Rotary Foundation comes from 214 countries and geographic locations that are served through 537 Rotary districts. Staff speaks over 40 languages and they represent over 40 countries. All these professionals are there to ensure that our 5 goals to improve Rotary are achieved every year. 1, member attraction and engagement. 2, foundation giving. 3, humanitarian service. 4, attracting new generations to Rotary. And finally, increase our public image in our community and around the world. As for member attraction and engagement, the membership developments include specialists who develop tools and material to help all your efforts. They work with the Rotary International Board and the membership committee to design and implement a global membership strategy and regional focused membership plans. Over the past 2 years, in response to all our input, they were introduced a number of new resources to enhance the membership experience and to assist us in achieving our membership goals in all our clubs and our districts. The most recent program is Rotary Global Rewards, Rotary Members Benefit Program, which provides Rotarian and Rotary actors with discount and special offers for a growing number of products and services around the world. President Ravi is to be congratulated for launching this noble membership initiative. In just over half a year, we have had over 44,000 visits to that website from all over 12,000 users. More than half of them have redeemed one of over 700 offers that are now available, saving money and strengthening the Rotary network, as you have done today with some of your people. It's still largely US-centric, but expanding and growing each day to other parts of the world. But we need your help in promoting the program, the Rotary clubs, Rotarians, Rotary actors in your districts. In the technology arena, our website, Rotary.org, helps you get your Rotary business done more efficiently and also tells Rotary stories in a clear and compelling way to potential members and donors around the world. Rotary Club Central gives you, as a member, the ability to track your club's progress on membership, foundation giving, and other goals and objectives. And the Ideas platform, which allows Rotary clubs to solicit funding and logical support for all their projects done every year. The learning and developing specialists work to provide you the material you will need to train your clubs leadership teams, and polio members. And of course, should you need, any secretary staff is always available to offer guidance and support for your specific membership efforts or initiatives in your districts and in your clubs. To assist this effort, Rotary recently completed a comprehensive brand strengthening initiative and rolled out stronger messaging and a new visual identity. And they will be adding new resources to my Rotary section at Rotary.org. Where is one location, you will find Rotary promotional videos and photos, as well as templates on how to organize events and conferences that are related to a non-Rotary audience. They also develop and make available public relations packets for you to use in connection with Rotary milestones and other critical events, such as the recent announcement of a polio-free Africa. As for polio, in 1985, Rotary launched its Polio Plus program, the first initiative to tackle global polio eradication through the mass vaccination of children. Rotary has contributed more than 1.5 billion and countless volunteers' hours to immunize more than 2.5 billion children in 122 countries. In addition, Rotary advocacy efforts have played a role in decisions by donors, governors, to contribute more than $9 billion to the effort of eradicating polio. In 1988, the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, which is polio private partnership that includes Rotary, the World Health Organization, the US, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, UNICEF, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and government of the world. Rotary focused on advocacy, fundraising, volunteer recruitment, and awareness building. Today, there are only 2 countries that have never stopped transmission of the wild poliovirus: Afghanistan and Pakistan. Less than 370 polio cases were confirmed Rotary-wise, worldwide in 2014. In 2015, we have less than 50 cases reported, which is a reduction of more than 99%, 99.9% since the 1980s, when the world saw over 1,000 cases every single day. The polio cases represented by the remaining are percent that are most difficult to prevent, due to the factors including geographical isolation, poor public infrastructure, armed conflict, and cultural barriers. Until polio is eradicated, all country remains at risk of outbreaks again. Every dollar Rotary commits to polio eradication will be matched by 2 to 1 by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, up to $35 million a year through 2018. That's very significant for polio eradication. These funds help to provide much needed operational support, medical support, laboratory equipment, and educational material for health workers and the parents all over the world. Government, corporation, and private individuals all play a crucial role in eradicating polio. And the children in Pakistan and Afghanistan who live every day with the risk of being paralyzed by polio, next year they won't have to worry about that, because we will vaccinate those children, and soon all these countries and the whole world will be polio-free. And thanks for all of you who give yourself an answer. As for membership, in July 1st of this year, Rotary membership was the second highest in our history. We have the opportunity before us this year to achieve the highest membership level ever and eclipse our peak of 1,213,000 in 2002. At the beginning of this year, we had 35,214 clubs and 1,234 Rotarians. As for foundation, we are making history since the first time in 1917. We donated $500 for crippled children. One Rotary founder, Paul Harris, died in 1947. Contributions start pouring in into Rotary International, and the Paul Harris Memorial Fund was created to found our Rotary Foundation. And next year, Rotary Foundation will be 100 years. 1947, the foundation established its first program, Fellowship for Advanced Study, later known as Ambassadorial Scholars. 1965, 1966, these programs were launched, group study exchange, awards for technical training, and grant for activities in keeping with the objective of Rotary Foundation, which was later called the matching grants. 1978, Rotary introduced the Health, Hunger, and Humanitarian, its 3H grants. The first 3H grant funded a project to immunize 6 million children against polio in the Philippines. 1985, Polio Plus program was launched to eradicate polio worldwide. 1987-88, the first Peace Forum was held, leading the Rotary Peace Fellowship. Now, Peace Scholars, Peace Centers has over $40 million donated by Rotarians who care about peace. 2013, new district, global plan, package plan, enable Rotarians around the world to respond to the world's greatest needs. So since the first donation of $26.50 in 1917, we have achieved a milestone. Past year, we achieved the highest contribution on Rotary Foundation Annual Fund in our history, exceeding our goal of $123 million for the foundation. And that's because of you. Give yourself a hand again. The endowment funds, current and projected net assets, have already exceeded $1 billion, 2 years ahead of our goal in 2017 already. Thanks to your efforts and the efforts of all Rotarians in the world, the Rotary Foundation was listed as the 5th best charity in the year, and CNBC profiled the top 10 charities changing the world in 2015. This is a result of the impact of our sustainable humanitarian project, and in particular, our Polio Plus program. The Rotary Foundation transformed your gifts into projects that change lives both close to home and around the world. As the charitable arm of Rotary, we tap into global network of Rotarians who invest their time, money, and expertise into our priorities, such as eradicating polio and promoting peace. Foundation Grant has empowered Rotarians to approach challenges such as poverty, literacy, malnutrition with sustainable solutions that leave a lasting impact. By working together to enhance our humanitarian impact and public image, recognition of Rotary's work is increasing globally. We have received a tremendous amount of positive media coverage ranging from Time Magazine, the New York Times, and the Forbes of the BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN, and Sky News. As for membership and recruitment, we need a club that only attracts new members but engage them in Rotary and in Rotary service. Clubs that are welcoming and active, that truly follow the four-way test. We cannot forget that the reason Paul has founded Rotary 111 years ago is still very much the reason people come to Rotary even today. To find people who share their values. People who believe in honesty, diversity, tolerance, friendship, and peace, and who believe that serving humanity is the best thing they can do today in this time they live on this earth. In 1995, only 5 of every Rotarians were women. Today, that number has risen to 20. It is a progress, but it's not enough. Because in order to fully represent our communities, we must truly reflect our communities. And it's just common sense to say that if we want all of our communities to reach their full potential economically, socially, and educationally, we cannot exclude half of the world's population from being fully represented in Rotary, and that's women. We have had women in Rotary for only the last quarter of our history, and it's no coincidence that those years have been by far our most productive years in Rotary world and Rotary service. Your district is a living example of success, and that because you have a great lady governor, Sue Willie, and a great family that's followed. And you also have great and passionate members to carry on her vision and her passion and Rotary service. Rotary's policy on gender equality is absolutely clear. Yet nearly 1/5 of our clubs today does not meet those policies. We need more willing hands, more caring hearts, and more bright minds to move our work forward. We need clubs that are flexible, so Rotary service will be attractive to younger members and recent retirees and working people. There is nothing wrong in having an extension in your club, where the young generation will meet alone, yet they are still part of your club. If you do not think that will increase your membership, well, you better think a little bit better. We need to see all our new partnership, opening ourselves more to collaborative relationships with other organizations to achieve even more together. Look around you in your community and invite members of the organization, and ultimately it will become a constant supply of members that will support your clubs and ultimately the world. And we need to prioritize continuity in your leadership, because if there's one thing we have learned from polio, is that if we want to go as far as we can, we all have to be moving in the same direction. We have to be serving humanity. The world now is waiting for our announcement of our successful eradicating polio, and when we do announce, and that we shall be ready to celebrate the eradication of the second most deadly disease virus in the world. We are all in this together. We are all on the same team. If one of us scores, we all will score. and we take just as much pride in assist as we do in a goal. Because the Rotary, we lead just we serve together. President Ravi invites all of you to attend the Rotary Convention at Seoul in South Korea. Attending the annual convention is a perfect way to experience Rotaries internationally, exchange ideas with Rotarians from all over the world, and exchange ideas, establish friendships, which always will benefit your district and eventually the whole world. Fellow Rotarians, my wife and I are honored to be able to share with you the history that we Rotarians are making every year because of kind and generous human beings like yourself. We are proud to be Rotarians, serving the world together. Now, can you all join me to be a gift to the world? And when you do, will be ultimately next year, we will be Rotary serving humanity. Once obrigado. Thank you very much.
Obrigado ao casal, Shab e Lícia, pela mensagem inicial. Companheiros, vamos ao